Good region guess there. Again, we are actually on pace for world record right now. Hold the phone. What's good, everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Good to have you along on the channel today. Now, there is one Geoguessr world record, in my opinion, that stands head and shoulders above all others as the greatest record of all time, at least on no moving modes, and that is Boki's 10-second no moving panning or zooming world record. Now, you know, this is considered the hardest world record mode, and I'm going to show you guys the clip again. I know I've shown it on the channel before, but you know you wanted to watch it again if you have seen it. And if you haven't, get ready for an absolute treat. This is the best Geoguessr clip, and it only lasts 50 seconds here, so we can easily watch this before we get into our own attempts here. So this is what I'm trying to beat, okay? So first round here, you barely see it, but it's the yellow lines. He goes and picks the correct road. He's lined up the angle there nicely using the compass, and looks for the correct off-road there. He's pretty close, 3.6 kilometers away, so he's dropped 10 points. Next one here is a very easy round. We've got Dubai in the distance there, and yeah, this is always going to be the palm when you're kind of out on the water. You can see how we're kind of, I was trying to point, yeah, we're out on the water here. So you can, this is pretty much always going to be on the palm, which is the man-made island there. And yeah, it's a perfect score there. Next one here, we have this kind of taxi with the dark orange number plate. So he immediately gets that this is going to be Santiago. And somehow, I really don't know how he picks the right suburb there. Have to ask Boki one day, but that's a really crazy score, obviously. Next one here with these poplar trees everywhere. It's going to be somewhere in this like kind of green zone in the mountains in Argentina. I don't know how he picks so well, but his last minute switch, see, I don't have the internet. I don't have internet that can actually pick up my last minute switches that well. But his, you know, very last second switch is perfect there when he finds the right angle, I guess. And 2.3 kilometers away. So you can see he's dropped just 30 points or 20 points to this stage, 30 points, I mean. So yeah, crazy. And what a dream round number 5. No matter what he guesses here in Eswatini, because this is always going to be somewhere in the center, he's got the world record, but he manages to get a very close guess anyway by going south of Umbabane here. I think he switches to Umbabane. Yeah, he does. And then, yeah, it was just south there, 24,950 with a total of 19 kilometers away with 46 seconds. This, man, you guys know I'm a big fan of this record of Boki, and yeah, I'm going to try and beat that today in the video. Obviously, that is not happening, but second place would be pretty good, I think, and that is what I'm going to go for here. I've actually been practicing this mode a lot. It involves a lot of resetting, but hopefully you guys can bear through that because it is worth it once you get the right thing going on. This is going to be somewhere in Sweden. I want to say it's pretty far north, but also could just be like somewhere on one of these roads here. And yeah, actually wasn't too far north there. The altitude was a bit higher, so that's why the trees looked a bit thin. But okay, this is exactly what I mean. We just have to do a lot of resetting. If we don't get 24,900 on the first round, then it's a reset. This is Chile. And I don't necessarily, I think it's like more Viña del Mar than Santiago. Or yeah, actually, Antofagasta. And yeah, I mean, definitely gettable there if you're a bit better at Chile, but I just wasn't quite sure what the vibe was. This is an off-road in northern Ghana. I'm not really sure. Oh, guys, you know how bad I am at zooming into the map in time, but I'm not really sure which off-road this would be. Tamale, outside of Tamale there. So yeah, I mean, yeah. I think also to get this world record, you have to be really good at small countries, and I spend the majority of my time on Geoguessr practicing big countries, so it also isn't necessarily a record format that's really built to my strengths. On the other hand, I would say, I think this is Ontario maybe, on the other hand, I would say that I'm good at fast guesses and stuff like that, so that at least does benefit us. But as you can see, we've had no guesses even remotely as close as any of the 5 guesses that he had so far. We're just going to have to keep going. I think this is Sweden. And I don't really have a better idea than going Stockholm here, so we'll just try it. And it was the next big city up, or one of the next ones up. But okay, let's actually just try and go through and pick a nice round here, because most rounds, like this one in Thailand, even though it's probably somewhere near Bangkok, even if you don't click the right like section of Bangkok, it's just not going to be a good enough score. This one I do think is southern Chile, and I mean Peru, and I do think it's going to be near Cusco here. So I'm going to click in this kind of region, and that was a good guess. Again, we've dropped way too many points for world record, but we can still get second place with this score. So let's continue on here. This is kind of difficult. Is it actually Ghana? I think it. It's either Southeast Asia or Ghana. I'll try Ghana here. I'm not really too sure about that. We see bamboo. It is Ghana. Okay, that's good. We'll continue on here just to see what kind of score we can build with random rounds, but obviously this is not going to be a world record. Argentinian number plates here should be pretty far north. I'm not really sure what kind of north it is. Maybe this is more flat out this direction. I'm not too sure about that. It is. 4.4k. Good score in the grand scheme of things, but not for this format, obviously. Cobblestone here with brick buildings. Thinking this is France or Belgium. architecture, and I will go for Belgium here. Charleroi, and oh, that was Germany. Wow, that's actually a hard round. The curbs reminded me of Belgium. Maybe if I was staring at it for longer, I would have got it correct. But yeah, definitely a hard one for 10 seconds in my opinion. This is Indonesia to finish us off, I think. Unless it's Philippines, but no time to work that out. I think it's Indo. Could actually be Philly, actually. I am not too sure. Okay, that's why it's Palembang. Rice fields there. So yeah, we ended up with a score of 20,700 there. So, I mean, just think about it. He only dropped 19 kilometers in this whole game. This is just a crazy record. But okay, next one here, we do indeed have what I think might be a Romania or Hungary or something like that here. Let's see. And okay, it was just over the border in Slovakia. You know, it's not the greatest score ever, but we'll continue on. I thought maybe Slovakia as well. I don't know why I didn't guess there. But next one here feels very much like maybe Copenhagen suburbs here. I'm looking at these like really low houses with the hedges. I've seen that in Copenhagen before. And okay, it is actually in Odense instead, which I mean can be quite a similar looking city, I think. So not terrible. Next one here, this kind of feels like Montana or maybe Washington in the Spokane area. I'm gonna go Montana here instead. Oh, and it was actually in BC. That makes sense as well. Didn't think of it, but yeah, that does make sense. That whole region kind of looks like that. Next one here, incredibly generic. Is it actually Europe or is it actually Argentina? I kind of got the feeling this is actually Argentina, but I'm not sure. It is actually Europe. Okay, that's Russia. That makes sense. I mean, they can look similar. 10 seconds is you know, by no means free. That's for sure. Is this Russia again? Or what are we looking at? I didn't quite make up my mind. I'm going to go here. Wow, it was Odessa. Wow. Odessa looks crazy. I mean, I should have guessed in Russia or Ukraine because we didn't have any blue strips on the plates, but this is really good practice because the tournament, which is 20 seconds per round, is about to start. So, you know, may as well be trying to make as many good guesses as I can, especially on those hard rounds. Okay, next one here, Indonesia. Don't really think there's anything I can do there to get a great score, so I'm just going to reset on it. No shame in resetting on this record attempt. Boki is constantly resetting when he's attempting, as far as I know. This brick architecture, Yellowfield and sign, should be somewhere in southern Sweden here. Great guess. I mean, Lund would have been just as close, so that's a great start. Again, we dropped almost double what Boki dropped in his entire attempt there, which is crazy, because we made a really nice guess, 34 kilometers away, but that is the way it goes. Okay, next one here. Should be somewhere in Ghana. I think Kumasi here is actually, it could be western, it could be eastern on this road here as well. I'll stick Kumasi. Okay, it was actually near Techiman there. It's a good score. We could still get 24,000 points here if we are lucky. Next one here, tilted antenna. Landscape is definitely familiar. I'm gonna have to go Italy here, but I can definitely see it being over in the Balkans. It was Italy. Good score there. I mean, good guess, not a good score. Next one here should be somewhere in Mexico. Bit of a pinkish road. I wondered about Aguascalientes here, but it's probably further south. Oh, it was Aguascalientes. Yeah, you see the pink road quite often there, so that's honestly a really good guess. Happy with that. And the last one here is going to be Italy, and it feels very northern to me. This is almost certainly a northern town. I don't think there's anything better than guessing Milan here. Let's just give Milan a go. Could be Milan suburbs. And that was Rome? Really? I really thought the architecture looked northern, but I guess we are just in a rich suburb here. That would be my guess. Okay, so we ended up with a score of 22,500. Certainly could have gone better, but you can see this is already a consistent guess. We got the country every time. We got pretty much a good region guess apart from the Italy's. And what we're left with is a score that's much too low. So it's just, I hope watching my gameplay is giving you guys an idea of how good Boki's score is. Do they use yellow lines in Qatar? I thought this looked like Qatar, but I don't remember them using yellow lines. Oh, I switched up further north because I thought it looked north, but yeah, score is already much too low, but that's okay. Next one here, Scotland kind of vibe, maybe. This actually could be Wales or something else even, but Scotland's my first vibe. I'm going to go for it here. Southern Scotland, maybe. And, it was even Ireland, which I was also going to mention, but that is a difficult round, going all the way there. To be honest, I think if I have more time there, I do get Ireland, but even getting down here is obviously not going to be quite possible for me, so good to know that's what that kind of round can look like, but ultimately not the best. Okay, next one here. We are driving, I think this is Amman. We got a church there, which is all kinds of strange to me, but I do believe that this is Amman. Yeah. Definitely one if I had longer. We were driving left-hand side of the road, but I did not get time to check. Definitely one if I had longer. I would have sussed it out. The church would have been remarkably suspicious for... Let's pay attention. I think this is actually Curacao. It didn't look that way, but we're driving right-hand side of the road, and it kind of looks like, yeah, had to be. Obviously, this is actually a good start now. We're actually keeping up to pace with the record somewhat with this guess. Even on a tiny place like Curacao, I have to guess closer. I have to get a better region guess within Wilhelmstadt to get the proper score. So it's crazy, guys. It just is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But okay, round number 2. Lock in. Ooh, this seed is actually turning out to be remarkably good so far. Like, this is about as best as you can possibly start. I don't know what vibe I get here. I'm going to guess in these suburbs here, though. Good region guess there. Again, we are actually on pace for world record right now. Hold the phone. We got the wrong region guess. I mean, we got the wrong state there, which is kind of hilarious. If you want to call them states or whatever they have. Neighborhood, I guess, in Singapore. Okay, lock in. Please be another... I mean, this could be crazy if we get another easy one, yeah? We'll see it. Ooh, it's Nigeria now. I didn't get the city, but I think it has to be Lagos. I mean, I don't think it has to be Lagos, but I think I have to guess Lagos. Oh my goodness, guys. Hold the phone. I think we're already out of contention for world record. I mean, maybe we have like 3 points to spare. I think, yeah, we have about 3 points to spare. So with perfect scores here, we could get it. This is crazy. Why did I not guess closer to Lekki? It looked like Lekki, but I thought it was in Lagos. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. So, guys, let's see. This could be crazy. This could be crazy. Okay, Mexico. We have to lock in here. Western with kind of... This kind of felt like this region to me. East-West Road. Let's try it. Oh, no. Oh, you know, it's gettable. I think there's very little Generation 3 camera in Baja California, but this was, you know, this was actually potentially a gettable round if I was more experienced in Mexico. I do think it's difficult, but yeah, interesting one. Okay, and the last one, what would we have had here was Uruguay, which is a country I like to guess in, and it feels kind of northern to me, for sure. I think that it's like here or here. Okay, it was this one. Yeah, I was either going here or here. And I think you guys saw me indicating that, and unfortunately, did not pick the right one. So we end up with a 22,300 score there, but if I was better at Mexico, I'm already good enough at Uruguay to probably pick that maybe if I was concentrating harder, but if I got the Mexico there, then that could have been a world record seed, or a second place world record seed. So pretty crazy there. Cannot lie, that was actually kind of an exciting, exhilarating seed right there. That definitely, it normally does not start that well, I can tell you that much. But yeah, definitely a fun one to a little one for the video. I think those kinds of seeds, they really show up less than 1 in 100 times, so we are fortunate to have seen that. This should be northern Russia, I have no idea where. I'm going to click in Salikard here, and it was not northern at all. Completely wrong vibes there, I'm not really sure. Didn't really get to see any trees, so it's kind of hard when you don't. This is Malaysia. Now, I honestly do not know where this is. I'm going to go on the peninsula side of Georgetown here, and it was completely wrong. Yeah, I mean, unless you have a concrete clue, like a state flag or something on the pole or something, then yeah, very difficult. Northwesterly Road here should be Queensland. We see a ridge in the background there to our northwest. I don't really know where this one's going to be. Not a bad guess. Tambo has a ridge, apparently. That's good to know. But honestly, like, if I was playing without recording, I would definitely be resetting these even faster, because a lot of these rounds are just not quite the type of rounds you want to be getting. Let's guess near Phnom Penh here was all the way north. I guess we did see kind of a big ridge in the background. So, okay, we're about to come to the end here. Let's just get one more nice start. This could have some potential to do that. I think the houses look Danish. I'm just going to go in Denmark here. Good guess. Yeah, that counts as a good start. Okay, we may go for 2 good starts here, because I'm kind of addicted when I get going on these. This should be Spain, but it's maybe northern. It might be like Santander or Bilbao or San Sebastian or something like that, I think. Or is it France? Okay, it's actually not. Not a bad guess, all things considered, but I kind of thought it was more green than it was. So we'll continue on here. Let's see what the seed would have had in store for us. Russia here. Don't get a strong vibe here at all. I'm just going to go in Kemerovo for no particularly good reason. And it was actually in Chelia. Makes sense, but yeah, definitely on 10-second NPZ. Without the antenna, not really a gettable round. Next one here, USA. Don't really get a strong vibe here. I'm just going to go New York, but it's probably further south, to be honest. Okay, Illinois. Definitely not too impossible, but hard nonetheless. And the last one here would have been, I believe, in Finland. We have a red road. It's kind of sus, but I think the buildings look depressingly Finnish compared to Sweden. Nope, they are depressingly Swedish instead. So, there we go. That was 17k. Let's go for one more good start here, see if we can make some magic happen. Yeah, I mean, the perfect seed, I can do it, but it has to be nothing but the perfect. I think even with the perfect seed, most times I fail, which is the crazy thing. I'm not going to get the country in time here. Is it actually there? Okay, it's actually the other side of Bishkek. Not good enough. Anything 4,900 plus, I will continue on with. This is Perth region. We could probably get the right score here, I think. Probably like Mandurah area, I would say. Let's try that. And okay, let's just north of Mandurah. That's a good enough score. Let's continue on here. Okay, let's see what we get on round number 2. It is Italy. Yeah, it's Italy indeed, and it should be Southern, and I don't really have time to make a proper good guess here, so let's go in Toronto here. And okay, well, yeah, this was definitely too hard of a round to get in 10 seconds in my opinion. That's okay. Next one here would have been a bit of France action. That looks like a French sign. I thought UK at first. House could be either. Switching. I'm switching. I'm going to South UK. Yeah, good switch, good switch. I thought the only thing that really looked French was the sign, and in the end, everything else looked about a bit more British. Next one here, gettable. Okay, we have a metal octagonal pole. Should be somewhere in the Philippines. I think it's actually probably Davao here. Yeah, well, it was on Davao, but okay, good score. Next one here. Is it going to be Mexico? It is. Not really sure what I'm getting off this architecture. I thought maybe Monterrey area on one of these towns here, so I'll just try that. It's probably Mexico City, though. And it's Oaxaca. Very difficult round, and we end off with a 20,420. Nice. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I mean, we actually got a close attempt, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, guys, I will see you guys in a video very soon. Go give a like to Boki's record video. You got to watch that one again soon. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in a video. Till then, goodbye.